Welcome to another movie corner. Let's talk about the latest movies I've seen. The Front Room was straight up revenge porn for anybody who's ever been a victim of racism, especially the African American community. It is about a woman whose racist in-law comes to live with her, and she ends up doing something most people would consider unthinkable.
I'm the villain.
She's taking over the house. She got what she deserved.
Let's go, I'ma kick.
You cannot separate yourselves from the bad white people.
Never thought much about race. Sure, you noticed, but never really seemed to matter that much. At least not to me.
Am I Racist? That is a film on a completely different note by somebody, Matt Walsh, who thinks that anti-racism has gone too far and it's become a grift instead of a legitimate movement. I felt like there were things that could be done with this film. It had so much potential with this idea and how the pendulum can swing 180, but Matt Walsh didn't really prove much with his film. It was sloppy and lazy filmmaking, and I felt like he basically only proved that some people are more concerned about money than anything else.
The entire system has to burn. And I'm not going to even use save this country. This country is not worth saving. This country is a piece of shit.
Oh, sorry.
80,000 native Irish speakers in Ireland.
Ní fac I chiad gan tanga ach la náisiún.
3 of us have become rappers.
You may know the words, but you don't understand the language.
Swings of real for horse from Kyo.
Kneecap was a phenomenal biopic where the artists in the band Kneecap actually played themselves to promote Irish culture and history and an understanding of what really goes on in Ireland. Please go and see the film if you haven't. Anybody who really thinks that the IRA are nothing but terrorists definitely need to see Kneecap. Need I say more?
Consider this here as the knock at the door before the knock at the door. Him and his wee pal's music. It's drawn attention from all the wrong places.
After I saw the movie Kneecap and was seriously impressed, I found out that they were actually playing in Boston at the Paradise Rock Club. Unfortunately, I am not going to be able to make it to that show because I already have tickets to Bowling for Soup. I'm kind of bummed out though.
There's a purpose for your life.
You can run from a bully for so long, but after a while you're gonna have to stand up to him.
There's about to be another war right here in Hollywood. The commies on one side, the mob on the other.
Reagan. Now, Reagan was another biopic about one of our most famous presidents because he used to be an actor and then became a politician. Reagan was somewhat of a good film. It stayed fairly true to source material. However, the person who played Reagan, when he was trying to pick up on the mannerisms of Reagan and display those in the film, it just came off as a little silly and distracting.
Hello, I'm Nancy Davis.
Hello, Nancy Davis. I'm Ron Reagan.
I'm curious, Ron.
What would you say is the issue of our time?
No question about it. Communism and the Soviet Union.
During the movie Reagan, as well as many other places, they keep calling it a Cold War. However, the definition of a Cold War is a conflict in which open warfare never actually happens. That means not a single shot is fired. Growing up, they taught us about the Cuban Missile Crisis and explained how it was a Cold War. However, eventually I learned that was not actually true at all. There was a proxy battle going on in Afghanistan between Russia and Afghanistan where the United States armed them, and it eventually led to the creation of the Taliban, as well as a civilian aircraft having been shot down in Soviet airspace because the Soviets thought that it was an American military or Secret Service aircraft. So I think you should think twice before you just take things at face value, even if it's your history teacher.